In this video, I'll show you how to create a WordPress website with Bluehost. You don't need any technical knowledge and we won't be using any coding either. You will be able to create your website in about 30 minutes. In order to build your website, we will import a pre-made website template. I'll show you how you can make this template unique to your business or brand. We will do that by putting your images and your text on the website. All that is done within a simple drag and drop editor. Now let's get started with creating your website. In order to have your website up and running, you need two things. The first is a domain name. An example of a domain name is google.com or youtube.com. Your domain name could be yourbusiness.com. The second thing you need is web hosting. With web hosting, you rent out a computer or server from a web hosting company. The server stores your website's files and it also makes sure that your website is up and running 24/7. So people can access your website at any time. In this tutorial we will use Bluehost as our web host. Luckily, Bluehost also offers a free domain name with its web hosting. Bluehost is one of the largest web hosts in the world and it hosts over 2 million websites. I've been personally using Bluehost for my websites and blogs since 2016 and I really like their hosting. The main three features of Bluehost that I like the most include their 24/7 live chat support, their easy interface and WordPress integration, and their hosting is also fast and reliable. In order to get Bluehost web hosting at the cheapest price, click the first link in the description. Do note that this is my affiliate link, which means that I get a small commission when you sign up for web hosting. But this also makes it possible for me to create these free videos here on YouTube. Depending on the time of the year, you can also get a discount on your web hosting when using my link. Now you are on the Bluehost homepage. Here you can pick your hosting plan. It's important to note that Bluehost sometimes changes up the look of their homepage. This is why if you watch this in the future, this might look different. For now, you can click on Host your site to get to the hosting plans. But in the future, if the site looks different, you can go up here, hover over Hosting and then click on Shared Hosting. Now you come to a page like this. You can scroll down here. Here are Bluehost's different hosting plans. Now to make this as easy as possible, I'll just tell you which plan to get. You can either choose from the basic or the plus choice plan. The plus plan is equal to the plus choice plan, but the plus choice plan costs the same as the plus plan and includes a free automated backup. And the pro plan won't be needed by most people. So to help you choose between the basic and the choice plus plan, you just need to know that with the basic plan, you can only create one website. With the Choice Plus plan, you can create as many websites as you want. This is helpful if you want to create another website in the future. But if you're sure you only want to create one website, then select the basic plan. If you want to create more websites in the future, select the Choice Plus plan. For this tutorial, I'll select the basic plan. Okay, now Bluehost will ask you to create a domain name. If you've already gotten a domain name in the past, you can click here and put in your domain name. If you want to create a new domain name, you can do so by typing it in here. It's important to note that it could be that your domain name is already taken by someone else. If so, just try different variations of your domain name until you find one that's available. You can also change the extension of your domain name here. I recommend that you always choose .com, as it's the most widely spread extension and it's also the most professional. But you can also go with .net, .org and all the other domain names. After you've found a domain name, you can click on Next. In this example, I'll just choose a domain name that's related to our WordPress tutorial. I chose the domain name WordPress tutorial example. Great, our example domain name is available. After you found an available domain name, we can continue. Scroll down on this page here. First, you need to fill out your account information. Then you can scroll down further. Here we come to the package information. For the account plan, you can go with 12 months or 36 months. This allows you to save money in the long run if you choose the bigger package. But if you just want to test it out for 12 months, choose the 12 months. As you can see here, you can get a domain name registration for free and you also get an SSL certificate for free. This just makes your website secure. Okay, let's scroll down further. Here we have the package extras. You can uncheck almost all of them. One I do recommend is the domain privacy plus protection. This just hides your contact information on whois.com. If someone were to look up your domain, they won't see your email and your phone number. This will prevent you from getting any spam emails or spam calls, so I definitely recommend that you enable this. Okay, let's scroll down further. Now as you can see, you get a lot of money off hosting. This just depends on the time of the year. At the moment we have Black Friday, so the savings are pretty huge. But if you clicked my link earlier, you will still be able to save at least 30 to 50% off. So let's continue. Now we come to the payment information. You can either pay with credit card, or if you click on more payment options, you can also pay with PayPal as well. Now scroll down further. Now click on I have read and agreed to Bluehost terms, and also click on please click here if you do not want to receive any future emails. If you want to receive future emails, leave this unchecked. Now click on submit. Now Bluehost will take you to the payment process. After you've paid successfully, they will send you a receipt of your payment. After that is done, Bluehost will ask you to create a password for your account. In the account creation process, Bluehost also might ask you to create a name for your website and also a tagline. They also might ask you to choose a theme for your WordPress website. For now, don't worry about this. Just choose a random name, random tagline and random theme, as we will set up everything in detail later in this tutorial. After all is said and done and you've set up your Bluehost account successfully, you should end up on your Bluehost dashboard. If that doesn't happen for any reason, you can go back to bluehost.com. After that, you can click on the login button up here. Okay, now we are on your Bluehost dashboard. In order to log into your WordPress website, click on My Sites here. After that, you will see your site here. If your site hasn't been created yet for any reason, you can always create your site by clicking on Add Site and then clicking on Create New Site. After that, click on Limitless Customization, Get Started with WordPress, select the name and then just click on Next. Leave everything as it is, just make sure your domain name you selected is right and then just click on Next. Now Bluehost will create your website. Okay, after that is done, you can just click on Go back to My Sites. Now everybody should be on the same page. You should be able to see your site here. In order to log into your WordPress website, just click on Manage Site here. After that, click on Login to WordPress up here. Okay, now you've successfully logged into your WordPress website. Next, I will explain the WordPress dashboard. First things first, the bar up here is only really useful to view your website. To do that, you can hover over your website's name here and click on Visit Site. This will show you how your website looks currently. Our website looks a little bit blank, but we'll change that in a minute. If you are ever viewing your website and you want to get back to the WordPress dashboard, you can do so by hovering over your WordPress name here and then clicking on Dashboard. In order to customize our website and make it unique to your brand and business, we will use this sidebar here. I'll now explain everything in the sidebar. First things first, we have the Bluehost plugin. This just enables Bluehost and your WordPress website to communicate, and it also allows you to log in from your Bluehost dashboard. We won't be using this too often. The WordPress dashboard is also a nice feature, but we won't be using it too often as well. You can just see your website's information here. Now Jetpack is a plugin, but we will delete this later. Posts are just the different blog posts that you can create on your website. You will see all the blog posts that your website has here. Next we have media. Media are just the images and also the audio files that are on your website. If you ever want to upload an image, you can click on Add New here, but I'll also show you how to do that in a different way later. Pages are all the different pages on your website, such as the About page, the Contact page, the Home page, and so on. Comments are the comments on your blog posts. Often Monster we will delete that, Creative Mail we will delete that, Feedback and W Forms we will also delete that. Keep in mind, your website might have different plugins installed, so there might be different icons here as well, and here as well. But I'll show you how to delete everything and make the website look clean so that we are all on the same page in this tutorial. Next we have appearance. With appearance you can change the themes of your WordPress website. This just means that you can change the overall look of your WordPress website. I'll show you how to do this in a minute. Next we have customize. With customize you can change the logo of your WordPress website, and you can also change other things such as the colors of your site, the footer, the header, your menu and more. I'll show you how to do this later. Next we have plugins. I also talked about plugins, but plugins are basically little programs on your website that allow you to do different things. You can view your plugins if you click on Install Plugins. Now scroll down here, and here you can see all the plugins that are currently installed on your WordPress website. It's important to note that the Bluehost plugin is also here. Never deactivate it, as this will break the communication between your website and Bluehost, and you won't be able to log in anymore from your Bluehost dashboard, so always keep this plugin active. We will skip users as it isn't that important, tools is also not that important, settings is also not that important. We will just change one little thing in the settings later on. Okay, now that you know everything about the WordPress dashboard, we will start with cleaning up our WordPress website. We will delete all the pre-installed plugins, posts and themes so your website looks clean and doesn't have all these messages up here. First, hover over Posts and then click on All Posts. Now you will maybe see one post here. Just click on Trash, then click on Trash here, and then click on Delete Permanently. After that, hover over Pages and click on All Pages. And then click on Trash for all the pages that are pre-made. Click on Trash and then delete them permanently. Now go down to Plugins and then Install Plugins. Now scroll down. Now we will delete most of these. Just keep in mind, if you do all this, never deactivate or delete the Bluehost plugin, because this will break the connection between your Bluehost dashboard and your WordPress dashboard, so always keep this activated. First start with all these, click on Delete, and then just click on OK. Click on Delete, Delete, click on Deactivate, Submit, Delete, OK. For all the other plugins, just deactivate and delete them. After that is done, we will continue with deleting all the pre-installed themes. To do that, hover over Appearance and click on Themes. Now for every theme, click on the Theme Details and then click on Delete. You can't delete the theme that's currently installed, but we will change it now. In order to put a new theme on your website, click on WordPress.org themes up here. Now in the search bar here, search for Astra. This is the theme here. Click on Details and Preview. As you can see, the theme has over 5,000 ratings with over 5 stars. It's important to choose this theme, because this theme has the functionality to import pre-made websites that we'll use later on. In order to install this theme, click on Install up here. Then click on Activate. Now you should be redirected to your themes. Now delete the last theme. Delete down here. You should only have the Astra theme installed. Next, we will change one thing in the settings. To do that, hover over Settings and then click on Permalinks. Make sure to select Post Name as your permalink structure. This is important because your links will just look better. You will just have your website's name and after that the page name. If you don't select this, you will have random numbers within it and something that doesn't look nice. So make sure to select Post Name. Then scroll down and click on Save Changes. Now you've done everything you need. Next, we will just import a pre-made website template. In order to do that, hover over Plugins and click on Add New. Now click on the search bar here and search for Astra Starter Sites. Here's the plugin right here, Starter Templates. It has over 1 million active installation and also a lot of reviews. To install it, click on Install Now. Then click on Activate. Now in order to import a pre-made website template, hover over Appearance and then click on Starter Templates. Before we can import the pre-made website template, we need to select the page builder. In this case, you want to select Elementor. This is the page builder that will allow us to customize the pre-made website template. Now you will be redirected to all the different website templates you have available. In this tutorial, we will choose Outdoor Adventure, but you can also choose any other template. Most of them are free, but there are also premium ones. The one that we'll be using is free. To import a pre-made website template, click on it and then click on Import Complete Site down here. For this you can just select Beginner and also Myself. Then click on Next. Here you can just click on Skip. Now the pre-made website template gets imported. You'll also see that a few plugins get downloaded as well. I'll show you this in a second. Now the importing can take a few minutes. I'll be back once it's finished. Now our site is successfully imported. You can visit your site by clicking Visit Site. As you can see, now your site looks a lot better. You can scroll down. I'll show you how to customize this whole thing, including the logo, all the colors, the text, the images and so on. You can also see that you now have an About page, a contact page and so on. I'll show you how to remove pages and add pages as well. Now let's get back to your website. As you can remember, you can do that by hovering over your website's name and clicking on Dashboard. I also want to show you that a few plugins were added. To see the plugins, hover over Plugins and click on Install Plugins. As you can see, the Elementor page builder was downloaded and you also downloaded the WP Form Slide plugin. This will allow you to have contact forms on your website. Next, we will change the appearance of your website. To do that, hover over Appearance and then click on Customize. We can do a few things here and I'll go over them one by one. First, let's click on Global. Now under Typography, you can change the text style and font size of your website. If you like the design and text of your website here, you can just leave it. But if you want to change it, you can click here and change the font. If you have a specific font in mind, you can type it in here and see if it's available. You can also change the size of the text and also the line height and also the size of the paragraphs in the text. You can do that for each different heading, H1, H2, H3, H4. But if you're just starting out, just leave everything as it is. It looks fine as it is and it also works good. Then go back. Under Colors, you can change the color theme of your website. For example, if you don't like the pink color look, you can change it here. I'll change it to blue. Next, I'll also change the link color to blue. The link hover color, I'll also change to blue. Now let's go back. Under Container, you don't need to change anything. And under Buttons, you can change these here. For example, I'll also select blue and the hover color a darker blue. As you can see, the buttons are now blue. Okay, let's go back. In the header builder, you can change things like the site logo and also these things here. Let's start with site title and logo. Here you can put your logo. To do that, click on Change Logo and then click on Upload Files and then just upload your logo. You can look here, 180 by 60 pixels is the recommended size. After you've uploaded your logo, you can just resize it here. And you can also select a different logo for Retina devices. Just enable this and put in your logo. Now display site title you can leave off and display site tagline you can also leave off. Okay, let's go back. Click again on header builder. Now let's click on button. You can change the text of the button, here also the link. The button we're talking about is this button up here. You can also open the link in a new tab. For the design, you can change the colors as you want to, you can change the font size and so on. For now, I'll just leave it as it is. Go back and then click on Primary Menu. For this, you can just leave everything as it is. You can click on Design and then click on Text Link Color. As you can see, the text is still pink and we want to change it to blue. To do that, click here and then select your preferred color. Then again, click on the color and change it. As you can see, it's still pink, but we'll change that in a minute. This is because this is another menu. Scroll up, go back here, and then click on Transparent Header. After that, you can also select a different logo for the transparent header, but for now we'll leave everything as it is. You can also change the logo width, and then click on Design. Now here you can change the actual link color up here. To do that, click on the color and we will select blue again. And also for the normal color, white is okay. Now as you can see, if you hover over here, the color changes to blue, and if we select a different page, you can see it's also blue. Now just go back. Okay, this was all the header. And then go back. Breadcrumb you don't need to worry about. Now click on Blog. After that, click on Blog Archive. Here you can change certain things about your blog. If you don't want the author name, the category and the comments to appear on your blog page, you can hide them here. Let's do this. The blog archive are just a collection of all the blogs. Now go back. You can do the same thing for a single post. If you don't want the author name, category or comments to appear on a single blog post of yours, you can just hide them here. Now let's go back again. For the sidebar, you can select different things, but for now just leave the sidebar at 30% and leave everything as default. Now let's add the footer of your website. To do that, click on Footer Builder. As you can see, the footer is down here. I don't like that the footer is gray and the whole other website is white. To make the footer look a little bit nicer, just click up here, then click on Design, and now just edit the footer color. Let's select this color here. Okay. Here, top border size, change this to 1. As you can see, the border here is a little bit more slimmer now. And now for the border color, select another gray color to make it look nice. Now let's click on the text here. You can just leave it as it is and change copyright current year your site, that's fine. But I don't want this text up here, so let's just delete it. And now let's also change the color of this text. To do that, click on it, click on Design, Color, let's make it a little bit more readable, and let's also increase the font size. Okay, good. Now the footer is finished. Let's go back here. Let's go back. Performance you don't have to worry about. And now menus. Menus is important because you can change the menu up here. For example, if we click on Menu, you can see all these things up here are represented here. If you click on an arrow here and then click on Remove, for example, for the projects page, you can see the projects page was removed up here. You can also add items. For example, if you want to add the projects page again, you can click here. And now you can also move the projects page around. Let's put it here this time. As you can see, the project page is back. If you want one page to appear under another, you can also do that by putting these things to the side a little bit. Now as you can see, the projects page is under the contact page, and if we go up here, we hover over the contact page, the project page appears. Okay, let's leave it like this and go back. Go back again. For now you don't need to worry about widgets, homepage settings or additional settings. Okay, now we've customized our website on the surface. As you can see, the colors are different. You probably changed the logo up and you also probably changed the web pages up. If you want to save your changes that you made here, make sure to click on Publish up here. I'll also show you how you can add more pages to your website in a minute. For now, let's go back to your WordPress website. To do that, click on the X up here. Okay, now let's get to the most important part of this tutorial. I'll show you how you can customize the website template and make it unique to your business or brand. To do that, hover over Pages and click on All Pages. We will start with customizing the home page. To do that, hover over the home page and then click on Edit with Elementor. Now if everything is loaded, you should see this. This is the editor that we will be using to change our website. As you can see, here on the side are all the different elements you can use within your website. You can use images, you can use headings, you can use videos, you can use buttons and so on. For example, if you want to put another image on your website, you can just drag and drop it into your website like this. If you want to delete an element, you can click on the pencil up here, right click and then click on Delete. You can also duplicate elements, copy them, paste them and so on. For now, let's delete this. I also want to make you familiar with columns and rows. To do that, let's scroll down. You can always add another section to your website. To do that, click on the plus icon here. And now you can see you can select different things here. For example, you can add a column with 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows and so on. I'll select the column with 2 rows here. Within the rows you can put different elements. For example, you could put an image here and text here. To demonstrate, I'll go back here, go back again, and now you can see all the elements. I'll put an image here, go back, and put a heading here. Now these can be customized as you wish. For now, I'll delete this. Now let's start with customizing our website. Scroll back up, and here's our website. We can change everything about it. In this tutorial, I will use an example of a surfing website. So we'll transform this website here into a surfing website. During this process, you will learn how to edit the text, the images and so on. So just follow along, and instead of the surfing website that we will create here, just insert your pictures and your text. Let's get started. First things first, let's change the background image here. To do that, click on the 6 points up here in the middle. Then click on Style, and as you can see, here's the image. Click on the image here, and then you can either upload an image, select one that you've already uploaded here, or you can also select a free image. These free images came with the Astra Starter Templates plugin. You can search for new images here. For example, I will search for surfing. And as you can see, here are all free pictures that you can use about surfing. And don't worry about copyright or anything. These free images come from pixabay.com, which is a royalty-free image website. So you can use all of these within your website without having to worry about copyright. Now as an image for our website, let's choose this one here. This looks nice. Click on it, and then you can click on Insert Media here. As you can see, our website changed to surfing background. Now let's edit this text here. Instead of the text saying explore the colorful world, we will just say explore the sea. Now let's also change the line color here to blue. To do that, click on it, then click on Style, and here let's select the blue color. Instead of the text saying a wonderful gift, let's change it to surfing lessons. To do that, click on it and then up here change it. This looks good. Let's change the button text here. To do that, click on it and you can change the button text here. Learn more sounds good, so we're gonna leave it, but we can make the button a little bit bigger. To do that, click on Style, click on Typography, and as you can see here under Size, we can change the size of the text, and this will also make the button a little bit bigger. You can also change things like the weight of the text, this means how bold the text is, and other things such as the style, the line height and so on. But for now we will leave everything as it is. And one thing that I also don't like is that this text is a little bit further from the line away than this text. To change it, first click on the line here, then click on back to set it to 0. As you can see, this looks a little bit different now. And under surfing lessons, we can also click here. Then click on advanced. And under top, we can make sure that this is also 0. Now let's go back. You can also look at your website by sliding this back here. Let's put this text a little bit more up. To do that, go back here. And then for top, select link values together, deselect this. And then just put the text a little bit up here. Okay, let's see. This looks fine. Let's move on. I also want to make sure that the button down here is a little bit closer to this text. To do that, let's go back here. And under bottom, let's close the gap a little bit. Okay, this looks good. I also want to decrease the opacity of the background overlay here for this image. To do that, click back up here, then scroll down, click on background overlay, and for the opacity, let's put it down a little bit. 0.45 is fine. Let's go back. I've now successfully edited the first part of the homepage. As you can see, it looks very nice. Let's move on. Scroll down a little bit, and as you can see, you can edit the text here as well, but for now I'll just delete this section. To do that, click on the X up here. Okay, perfect. And if you ever deleted something on accident, you can go back here under this history icon and then just click on here. As you can see, the section appears again. You can always go as far back as you want. Let's go back here. Let's delete this again. Okay, let's move on. For upcoming events, we're gonna leave this. We're gonna change the color of the line again. Perfect. Now we're gonna change the images here. To do that, click on the image, then select content, choose a different image. I'll type in again surfing. Let's select this image here. Click on insert media. Okay, nice. Let's also change this image here. Three images, surfing. Okay, this looks nice. Let's put these images up a little bit. To do that, you can click here on advanced, and then under top, just bring it up a little bit. A little bit more. Okay, let's leave it like this. Now, as you can imagine, you could also edit the text here. To do that, just click on it. You can edit the title and also the text. For this, the same, title and text. And you can also edit the button text, the button color, and so on. To do that, click on the button, click on style, text color, color of the button here, and so on. I think by now you get the idea that you can change anything. Let's move on. For this, we will also select a different background image. To do that, click up here, style, choose an image, three images, surfing. Let's select this one here, insert media. Okay, this looks nice. You can also edit the video here. To do that, we can go back here, video, drag and drop it in. Now you can just change the URL of the video to a YouTube video. Just find a good YouTube video and put the URL here. For now, I'll just leave it. As you can imagine, you can put any URL of any YouTube video that you've uploaded in the past. For the text here, you can just click on it and change it here. For the line, again, click here, style, and change it to blue. For the text, you can edit it here. For the button, you can edit the text here, the link of the button here. Style, you can change the text color and also the color of the button itself. You can also rearrange the button. To do that, click on advanced, and again here under top, you can change it here. If you want to move the button a little bit to the right, you can do that by clicking on left here and then moving it up. This will increase the space on the left side of the button, making it move to the right. Now let's move on. Scroll down, and again you can change the text here. You can change the text here, the button here, the line, the color. You can change the width of the line, you can make it longer. And again you can change all the images here by just clicking on it, choosing a new image, then selecting an image. I think you get the idea. You could change all the images here. Now lastly, I also want to show you how you can add new sections. To do that, scroll down, click on the plus icon. Now we'll select one column with 2 rows. To do that, click here. I'll just add a new image here. Select an image, 3 images, surfing. Let's select this one here, insert, perfect. Now we will also change this one here. Let's just put a heading. Let's put a text editor down here. This is just a little bit of smaller text, you could edit it here. And now let's put a button as well. Change the text. We can also move the button in the middle. To do that, just click here. But for now, I'll leave it to the left. Now we can also center this. To do that, click on the text up here, on advanced. Delink these under top. Just move it a little bit up. The space here increases, so it moves down. Okay, perfect. This looks nice. Also, if you want to increase the space within an entire row, you can do that by clicking on the row, then clicking on advanced, deselecting these, and under left, you can move these to the left. Then all the objects within a row will move to the right, and the space on the left increases. Okay, for now I think you know all the basics about Elementor. You should be able to customize this website to your own website and make it unique. Now we've edited the images, the text, the buttons, the images here, these buttons, we added a video. I also showed you how to move things around and added space between the objects. I also showed you how to add new objects, such as this image, this text, and so on. Now as you can see, the space between the footer and these images is a little bit too small, so we changed that. Go back here, click here on advanced, delink these, and under bottom, just make it a little bit bigger. Update. Now go back, and as you can see, the space here is now bigger. Okay, now I also want to show you how to optimize your website for mobile and tablet. To do that, just click on responsive mode down here, and now just select tablet. Now you can see how your website would look on a tablet device. You can go back here. As you can see, it looks fine, but if we would want to change anything, we could do that by going back here and changing the button size. Now do note that if you are in the tablet mode, only things for the tablet will change. So for example, if you would change the font size of the button here, it wouldn't change for the computer mode and also wouldn't change for the mobile mode. Let's change the font size. To do that, click on the button, typography. As you can see, it's 22 right now, but we want it to be 20. Update. Let's go back to the computer, typography, and as you can see, it's still 22. That's because it only changed for the tablet. You can see that by clicking on something, and you can always confirm which device you're changing by looking at the device here, tablet, as you can see. Let's scroll down, everything looks fine on tablet. You could maybe change this video here, make it a little bit smaller. To do that, link these all together and then just increasing here. And this is fine. Let's scroll down, everything looks fine. Let's go back up and select mobile. For mobile, this looks also fine, but the space here is a little bit too large, so let's change it. Click here, advanced, top, as you can see 120, that's too much. Try 0, that's too little. Let's go up. This looks nice. Also, if you would want to change the text for the mobile, you can click here, Style, Typography, and now just find the right size. Okay, this looks fine. Let's scroll down. This looks nice. The video, we can make it bigger. To do that, click on it and then just deselect these. Perfect. Scroll down. This looks fine. Now, as you can see here, these images, these look too much. So let's deselect these. But we want to deselect these without deleting them. So they still show up on the tablet and also on the computer. Because here these images look good. But on the mobile, these images are just too much and it takes too long to scroll down. So to hide these images, just click on an image, click on Advanced, then click on Responsive. And under here you can hide them. For example, I'll only hide them on mobile. Again, this one, Advanced, Responsive, hide on mobile. Advanced, Responsive, hide on mobile. And I think for this one it just didn't connect. So Advanced, Responsive, Mobile. You should see that the images are grayed out. Let's just leave one image, and when we go back here, as you can see, now all the images are gone. This looks fine. Let's scroll back up. Okay, now I also showed you how to optimize your website for mobile devices. After you're done editing your website's pages, just make sure to click on Update here. Then just go back up here and then click on Exit to Dashboard. This will bring you back to your WordPress dashboard. Now just click on the WordPress logo up here. Now we've edited the home page. To edit another page, click on All Pages again. We're already there, so let's scroll down. And now we will gonna edit the contact page. To do that, click on Edit with Elementor. This is exactly the same as the home page. You can click here to change the background image. You can make the opacity of the background overlay different. You can change the text. You can change the text here, change the text here. Here's the contact form, so we can change it here. This is shortcode. For now, just leave it. The shortcode is from the plugin we installed earlier. But for now, I think this looks good. I think every single one of you will leave this the same. So just leave it. You can just edit your contact info here, your address, your email, and also the call us option. You can also include your social media by clicking here. And then just clicking on Facebook, for example, you can edit an icon and then just link your Facebook page, your Twitter page, your Google page, and so on. And you can also do this for any other social media. I think you get the idea. You can edit anything just like we've edited the homepage before. Now let's go back. Exit to Dashboard. Click on the WordPress logo. Okay, you can do the same for all the other pages as well. If you want to delete a page, you can do that by clicking on Trash here. Now if you want to add new pages to your website, you can also do that by clicking on Add New. Now just give your page a title. For example, we can name this page Surfing Lessons. Then just click on Publish, Publish again. You can edit this page per Elementor by clicking on Edit with Elementor. And now you can add images again and all sorts of things. To do that, we can click on here, select one column, 2 rows. Now we can add an image again, text, and so on. Now as you can see, you can add anything you like. It's just easier to already have the starter template because you don't have to start from zero like we do now. Let's update this. Let's go back here, exit to Dashboard. Go back here. I also want to show you how to add a blog page to your website. To do that, click on All Pages, Add New, name it Blog, click on Publish, go back, hover over Settings, and then Reading. Under Posts page, select the blog page we just made and click on Save Changes. Now go back to Appearance, then click on Customize, click on Menus, your main menu, click on Add Items. Now select the blog page, let's put it here, click on Publish. As you can see, the blog page appeared here. Let's go back. Let's go to posts, all posts. Let's add a new blog post. To do that, click on add new, give a headline to our blog post, and you can write all sorts of things here. This is the content of your blog. You can also add images to your blog. You can add paragraphs, you can add lists, and so on. Also, if you want to add a heading, you can do this by clicking on heading, then just type something in. You can change the H2 or H3 headings. Generally, it is best to keep H2 heading. But if you want to include subheadings under this, you can make them H3, H4, and so on. I personally only use H1 for the main title, then H2 for all the titles between, and if I have another section under the H2, I will use H3. You won't use H4 and so on too often. Now let's publish this blog post. To do that, click on publish, publish again, go back. Let's view our website. Click on blog. As you can see, our how to start surfing blog is here. People can click on it, and if you include an image in the blog, it looks a lot nicer. To do that, just click on the blog post. As you can see, the blog post is here. Go back. As you can see, this isn't the transparent header, and this doesn't look very nice. To change this, let's go back here, dashboard, appearance, customize, header builder, primary menu, design, change the normal to a darker color, publish, go back here, let's view our website again, blog. As you can see, now it looks good. Okay, let's go back to our website. You can also remove these messages here by clicking here again, dismiss, and now it looks nicer. You can order this dashboard here. You should now be able to create a completely unique website for your business or brand. Lastly, you also need to make sure to click on Coming Soon Active here. Click on Settings, and then make sure to select this one. At the moment when you would go to our website without being logged in, you would see a Coming Soon Active message from Bluehost. To make sure this doesn't display and you see the actual content of our website, make sure to select Off here. Now if someone would go to our website, they will see our actual content. Okay guys, that's it for this tutorial. If you have any questions regarding this tutorial, make sure to comment them below. If you liked the tutorial and found it helpful, give it a like. And also you can subscribe for more tutorials in the future. Until next time, goodbye.